right, guys, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome aboard to our morning note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Let's go ahead and get started. We do this every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. Today is July 28th, 2021 on a Wednesday. Started it a couple minutes early. I hope you guys don't mind. All right, it's time to rock and roll. Let's talk about it. Before we begin, make sure to click on the bottom right-hand point of your screen. There's a little square there, little white little square, I think. It shows on mine. Click on that, turn on notifications, like our video, subscribe to our channel. Really do appreciate it as always. Thank you so much for your support. Comment any questions below. We'll try our best to answer. Also on Instagram, if you missed the freebie, I know everyone's going nuts. I'm going to break it down here in a second. The freebie, yes, it was on stories and it was on posts. But obviously with the Instagram algorithm, you have to be making sure that you follow us, like our posts and everything so you see ours first, or very simply turn on notifications so you get everything first. So you never know when we have another freebie. You know, Uncle Carlos here to help you guys out. Again, Disney was a great one. I'll take a look at Disney again and see where we're at. But again, you could see here right above that 200-day moving average, which was the level I was looking for. It's at 179.50. We had the 180 calls. I closed for 73%, so awesome. If you're still holding it, you're probably going to be in the money today. So congratulations if you held. I went ahead and let you guys know constantly, hey, you got another chance to close. Hey, you got another chance to close. Do you want to close before the day's over? These are the things as a trader that you got to deal with every day in your head. So just keep that in mind. But again, that's Disney. So the next freebie, I will let you guys know when we do it. It was also on Twitter as well. So if you're all about earnings and news and stuff like that, Twitter's more your speed. Take a look at Twitter at G.A.R Capital. So we're everywhere you want to be, just like the old Visa saying goes. All right, Dow futures up 9 points, NASDAQ futures up 56, big turnaround from yesterday. S&P futures, well, not big turn, but a turnaround from yesterday. S&P up 3, it's right near 4,800, right above the 50-day moving average. Russell 2000 index up 0.51%. Crude oil futures ahead of inventories today, up 0.60%, 72.08 a barrel. Gold futures are down slightly, pretty much flat, 18.02 an ounce. 24.77 an ounce for silver, it's up 0.51%. Dollar yen is up 34 pips, 110.12. Euro dollar is down 19 pips, 117.97. Ethereum futures at 22.91. Bitcoin broke 40,000 again yesterday. It's now at 39,664 on the spot price, not the futures. Futures is at 39,705. 10-year Treasury yield 1.266. We just had some news regarding the mortgage applications. I'll get you that information here in a second. And the dollar index at 92.61 currently. The VIX, again, still below that 20 level. That's the level we're looking for. 1883 currently, down 2.74%. A lot of things here, so I kind of started a little early. Let's go to TweetDeck and see. Microsoft bounced post-earnings. Remember, they were down after earnings. They had a great quarter. Now they're up 1.73%. Tons of upgrades. I'm going to go over that here in a second. Duolingo just priced 5.1 million IPO shares at $102 a share. Boeing beat earnings. Let's go ahead and read a little bit about it. This is what I got. Boeing earnings beats a multi-year inflection potential upside. I'm trying to see the article, and there's nothing that states otherwise. I don't see the numbers. Okay, here it is. Boeing reported a surprise profit of EPS of 40 cents, came in 112 better than the analyst estimate of a loss of 72 cents. So this was despite revenue missing consensus at 17 billion versus the consensus estimate of 17.78 billion. After multiple years of negative surprises, this could mark the turning point for potential positive surprises. I own Boeing. I love Boeing long term. I love the fact that they had this great quarter. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So if you want to take a look at the article, feel free to take a look at our Twitter page. Mortgage rates dropped to a new 6-month low. Again, for my real estate people, typical interest rate now for a 30-year fixed mortgage decreased to 3.01% from 3.11%. Applications for a refinance of a home jumped 9% last week from previous week. Applications for a mortgage to purchase a home fell 2% this week and were 18% a year ago. So again, a lot more refinances. Again, we talked about that. The 10-year yield, the 10-year yield, the 10-year yield. Pfizer also had earnings. You can see it there. Spotify as well. Pfizer with some news. Tesla hikes electric car prices in the U.S., holds the line in China. Tesla said to launch shift in retail strategy with cheaper locations and remote working to cut costs. So there you go. They're usually at the malls. I've seen one in Miami in the Dayland Mall. They have a Tesla store. Shopify reports $2.24 against a 98-cent earnings. So that's a beat. $1.12 billion in revenue versus 1.04 billion expectations. Raises fiscal year 21 adjusted operating income above prior year levels. So again, there you go. Prior was the decline year over year. So well done. McDonald's, they just went red, but again, they had a nice quarter. $2.37 versus $2.12 earnings. Revenues came in 5.89 billion versus 5.63 billion estimate. Global same-store sales, that's what SSS means, is up 40.5%. Domestic same-store sales up 25.9%. Earnings beat driven by BTS promotion and new chicken sandwich. There you go. People like that chicken sandwich, so there you go. McDonald's is great, man. That's a great company to own long-term, guys. If you enjoy some McNuggets in your life, then definitely, McDonald's is a good stock to own. And also they pay a dividend, so there you go. Great company to own. All right, let's take a look at a couple things here. Disney, again, that was the freebie, so we'll leave it there. Right now, remember the other one I was looking at was JPM. I was looking at that for a little bit. Again, I still need 152.65 to break. If that does break, then we can revisit, but it didn't hit. Instead, I got into Citibank with our team, which is a better looking trade. And it is right at that resistance point, about to break it. If that does, 69 will go. I had the 69 calls. Apple, after earnings, again, I talked about that on the aftermarket recap, 145.45. It was down a lot more. That 141.91 level was the short-term resistance on the 1 hour. So you can take a look at that. Obviously, you couldn't buy calls after hours, but again, you can see that nice little pop there. So let's see if we can take over that 50-day moving average. I think Apple's quarter was amazing. The only commentary they had was that supply chain issues were going to be kind of an issue with them in regards to costs. Apple always does this. They always kind of leave the expectations low and then they smash them. That's just how they run. They've been doing that for years. I've been trading Apple since I would say about easily 5 years now. So again, this is kind of how it goes with Apple. But yeah, I still have QQQ calls with the team. Nice bounce back. I held the line. We didn't want anyone to panic. It's at 366.01 now. Again, we have Facebook today. We have Amazon on Thursday. So again, still more earnings to come. Let's see what Q's does. Powell speaks today at 2:30 p.m. The FOMC. Again, we don't expect any rate hikes. But again, maybe talk about that Delta variant. Maybe they talk about indoor mask mandate on certain places. Maybe the CDC. If he says anything regarding removing tapering, then you're going to see interest rates come back up. That means financials are going to do well. If you see anything in regards to we're not changing anything because of Delta variant COVID, the stay-at-home names are going to do well. Roku, Peloton, Teladoc is going to do well, even though they're down today. Zoom is going to do well. Moderna is going to do well. Pfizer is going to do well. So again, those names will do well. Tech will do a little better because of that. Anything that's retail-based will probably get hurt for the most part if he mentions anything about Delta variant or lockdowns. I don't think he will. Again, we're not going to get any rate changes today, so don't expect any. But the question is, the tapering, are we going to taper back any QE in regards to bond buying? Are we going to taper that? Are we going to change that? Are we raising interest rates next year? What's the projection? Again, he's going to be bombarded with questions. Let's see what he says. Markets do move when he speaks. So we had it fall yesterday. We had a bounce. We have a bounce so far today. Do we get the continuation of the turnaround Wednesday? Remember last Monday, everyone thought the world ended. And how did we end up for the week? Did pretty good. You could see it right here on E-mini futures, down to 42.24. Today, we got this week, we got as low as 43.66. So a little perspective, guys. The world didn't end. Tech did fall. Obviously, you could see at its lowest point since, last Monday? I know. We do have short memories, but we're above 15,000 on NASDAQ futures. So again, lot to digest here. One more name, again, I'm going to take a look at is Pinterest. Pinterest, if that breaks 77.98, I want to take a look at that. I believe they report on Thursday. Let's see if we get that. If we don't, so be it. But I'm watching that. Okay, where is this thing? Okay, that's where I wanted to see. I'm going to remove this alert here, and then I'm going to answer some questions. Awesome. All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Patron Boy. Good morning, Sir Carlos, aka Stocks Dandara. Nice. How do you feel about QQQ calls today? Do we bounce back, or is this the beginning of a 2-month downfall? No, I don't think we're going to have a 2-month downfall. Again, that August, September is seasonality. You're going to get a little bit of pullback here. And a downfall, I'm assuming you mean is like a correction. No. Obviously, QQQ right now is looking great. Let's see if Microsoft bids. Let's see if Apple bids. Google did great. Let's see if Facebook can continue run up ahead of earnings. We're at 365.95 on Qs. The 50-day moving average is right there. I'm holding the 370 calls right now. So again, we need to break that 50, 366.24. If that does break, then everything looks pretty solid. As long as Powell doesn't say anything absolutely insane or passes out on the floor or has a seizure, I think we're going to be fine. Let's see. Good morning, Space Thoughts. Let's see. This is Space. Yeah, man, remember we went from, what, $60 down to 30, a 50% haircut, in about 20 days? That's crazy. It's such a volatile name. Again, I'm not against you trading it if you really like it, but again, you need to break that 30.98 level. If that 30.98 level breaks, then you could target the 200-day, which is 33.92. That's basically really the only thing you have. If you're looking at puts, then you need to play the support level, which is right around 27.70. Did I add BABA yesterday? I did. I bought some BABA. Was it yesterday or I believe Monday? Monday I added some BABA, yes. That was not calls. That was stock. AMD, let's see. AMD is looking great. They had a great quarter. I don't think they gave guidance, but I didn't see anything by that. Really, the target for me is 96.04. If that breaks, then we can take a look at it for some calls. The Tilray. Tilray is cannabis. Again, I love cannabis stocks. I own cannabis stocks. So Tilray itself, I don't want to have just single stock RICs on a Tilray because they were absolutely nuts. But really the level you're looking for here is right around 14.85 if you're looking for calls. If you're looking for puts, 12.54 is your support. Does LCID hit 35.40 within a year, or is that more of a 5-year target? I'm assuming that's Lucid. Right? Is that what that is? I don't know much about this company. I'm assuming it's Lucid. It doesn't tell me what they are. If I go to the daily, I believe they just IPO'd. So I have no idea. I have to research a bit more. Good morning. I'm long BABA, but it's a lonely place. Any thoughts? Hold the line. BABA's going to be fine. They're extremely profitable. They're a great company long term. Hold the line on that one. In 5 years, you will be rewarded. This is the same price action I remember, the same kind of headlines that Facebook had with Cambridge Analytica and the privacy crap. You want to see where Facebook is now since then? Let's take a look at it. Does Facebook look like it's having any issues to you since then? Hold the line, guys. This is investing. Investing is a marathon, not a sprint. You want to sprint, you trade. Different story. Good morning, Disney and Apple. We talked about Disney already. Disney, again, guys, we got out of Disney. So just a heads up, like that's done with. If you guys are still holding, 179.50, you're the 180 calls, you guys are flush. You're probably around 60%, if not 50%. So congratulations to you. Am I going to get back in? Absolutely not. We made our money. We left. Really, the level I was looking for was the gap fill. That was it. Only thing here is that 200-day could be an inflection point. If you're trying to be greedy and see if you can get back in, let me stop you there, and I want you to write on the chalkboard, I will not get back into Disney. I will not get back into Disney. I will not get back into Disney. I told the same people in our chat room when they wanted to get into Tesla calls before earnings. I said, right on the wall a million times, I will not trade Tesla earnings. I will not trade Tesla earnings. I will not trade Tesla earnings. I told them, if you want Tesla earnings so damn bad, well, just buy the stock. There you go. But I would not trade the earnings. And that was probably the best thing to do. Let's take a look here. Lots of news here. Okay. Thoughts on Disney? Okay, Apple looks solid. They're bouncing. But again, we need to get above that 50-day moving average of 147.66. Really, 150 is that level you want. 150 is like the same level as 700 for Tesla. That's that resistance. And Boeing. Boeing reported earnings. Looks great, 234.88. I would not trade it here. Nope. You need to get above 241 before you do anything on this stock. Remember, the premiums move very quickly. But again, I own shares. I'm very happy with that. It bounced right to the T off the 200-day moving average on the daily. How will market react if Biden administration tries to fire Uncle Powell? Well, that's a bit of a stretch. If he did, yeah, the market would be volatile, let's just say. Great tech earnings. It is a sell the news today. Not for Microsoft, not for NASDAQ itself, because it's actually up. So no. I will not bet back into Disney. There you go. Good. Good. Stop trying to, the saying goes, you can shear a sheep many times, meaning trying to get, all the wool out, but you can only skin him once. That's the saying. That was from a movie called Rounders. I love that movie. But again, you can shear a sheep many times, skin him once, meaning I understand that you always want to get back in. But again, all it takes that one time, and then you're screwed and you're pissed off. And you're going to probably blame me, which I hope not. But that's where we are. Are you holding QQQ calls into next week or after earnings? I have QQQ calls for this week. I have the 370s. So that's where we are. All right, guys, a lot to go over this week. It's been a crazy week, but I think we'll endure. We'll be fine. And I think C hits today. QQQ needs a little love. Let's see what we get. And we'll go from there, guys. Have a great rest of your day. And I will catch you guys later for our aftermarket recap. Thank you so much for following. Guys, it's very, very important. If you, let me see here. Google reviews. If you did get the freebie or you just love us, please go to Google reviews for me, please. Because we have a lot of people who are not very happy with us, or not very happy with me personally, let's just say. So I give a freebie online to help you guys. And then the next review I get is a 1-star saying that I trade demo. Literally demo. Yeah, they trade with paper money. And then they got a thumbs up. So if you guys can help me out, help Uncle Carlos out, give us a 5-star review, give us a glowing review. I would really appreciate it. Anything you like about the Instagram, the Twitter, the lives, the YouTube, all that. I really would appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I cannot control what people say about us. But again, I can ask politely to those that love us to give us a little feedback, because unfortunately in this world, with the world of Karens, there is a lot of negativity out there. People only write surveys when they're pissed off. That's all it is. The saying goes, people don't vote for you to say good job. They vote to say fuck you. That's life. So I really would appreciate that, guys. Again, G.A.R Capital on Google reviews. Hit that 5-star for me. Really would appreciate it, guys. You have a place in my heart forever. And any thoughts on crypto? Absolutely. Hold. Hold and chill. You'll be fine. Hold and chill. We may just be getting started as a bull market. 44,000 is what we need on Bitcoin. If we hit that, we're all good. Yeah, I know, Anthony. People say that we're great, but I really do appreciate it. But again, how about positivity will outweigh negativity? All of you guys that are on, 58 viewers, let's go hit Google reviews. Even if you don't write anything, even if you say, Carlos, I like Carlos's hat, or I hate his microphone, just still get 5 stars. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much, guys. And more great things to come. Love the info on IG. You're welcome. Thank you. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow for the morning note, and later on today for the aftermarket recap. You guys are the best. Again, I really do appreciate it for doing those reviews. Let's go ahead and squash those Karens, those negative Nancys. Let's do it. Cheers, guys.